Okay, that should be good to go. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Um,
Oh,
yeah, we should be good to go. All right,
all
there
right,
we go.
guys.
There we go.
We are back in the building.
Yep.
Looks like players are finishing shuffling up.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the round to get started. Okay. We can hear. All right, there we go. You just had to reboot it,
Awesome.
Awesome.
so we're good to go.
Yeah, man, streaming Twitch be a little funny sometimes. So just bear with us. No big deal.
Yeah,
Always come back to you.
Of course, of course.
yeah.
We love
Twitch
all our fans.
is a pain half the time, but
What is that? Is this Meganium, right?
yeah, it's Meganiums.
Yeah.
A lot of Meganiums.
Like nobody's a fan of that Pokemon. This guy is definitely a unique one.
That's
And the
Yeah,
little figurine at
that's
the
what we're
bottom.
calling it. Unique.
That's
he's not
crazy.
like it's not even that cool looking.
Just kind of there, man.
He also has a I know he has a giant like
Yeah.
stuffed chikorita.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I
And-
played against that guy at a regional in Philly a couple months ago. I got savage, but but he did. He looked good doing it. I'll give him that, man.
It's a great story,
I'll
Phil.
give him that.
I get destroyed. Anyways.
Yeah, and he's I don't know. Calvin is. You guys can take a look. He's rocking the open shirt,
Mm.
showing the all that Robin
Oh,
Williams.
yeah.
For round 3 of 8, you have 40 minutes. You
All
can
right,
begin.
we're about to get in. Hey, here we go. Let me start
Alright.
that timer.
Round one. Let's go. Dice roll.
If you sign up for
Five,
winner,
nice.
one of the winner boxes today, we need you to come up
Wins
with
it by
the
one.
box
All right.
stage.
So let's see.
Once again, if you sign up for any of the winner boxes,
So it looks
before
like
Okay,
Baron
he's playing
Chase
these-
is on
to the front
Qliphort.
stage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's playing odd eyes in his build, which we
Mhm.
didn't see the last round. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see what kind of difference this makes.
Yep. Just gonna pay that 800 real quick. Such a
Yeah.
really such a low life cost for what you get out of that card. It's really incredible
Turn
Yeah.
one scout is definitely one of the most powerful plays of this format.
for sure.
What's interesting is like I can see the merit of running odd eyes just for like turn ones like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
You don't really not want to fill your scale, and this
Mhm.
is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, and open it up with it. I mean, even better.
I don't know if he opened up a sacrifice though,
What's
Does
that?
but
essentially
he does
look
have the
like
odd
it.
eyes.
Yep. Normal
That's
summons.
double vanities and MST.
And here goes the odd eyes.
Pretty solid opening here. I think he has double emptiness, correct?
Yeah, double emptiness.
Gotcha.
Odd eyes destroys itself, goes to the extra deck.
It's level 8, and its normal effect is actually pretty relevant, so you can actually pendulum it out. And there's the tramplings.
Mm.
It's trampoline.
Yeah, I really like that card. That's really cute.
That card is
Incorporating
so good.
that.
Yeah, one, it is cute, and two, it leads to some cute plays with Scout.
Yes.
Like you do it more than once.
And Calvin on the other side.
I'm gonna normally assume he's on Burning Abyss.
I thought I saw a
he's
mathematician in his
definitely-
hand.
Yeah, he's definitely been an advocate of the deck since the deck was released.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put on Burning Abyss, and I don't think I'm gonna be mistaken.
I got you. We might actually
Fair
be playing like the Burning Abyss Shaddoll variant.
Nah.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, he had been experimenting there for a little while, but the new set released, so he might have gone back to a regular
True.
build.
Pure is pretty powerful. That trap card is just ridiculous. Taking his
Yeah.
time here. Alright, it's gonna elect a set of
Is he
cards.
playing dolls?
Three back row.
Ooh,
That looks
this
like a
is
Shaddoll
interesting.
opening. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, look, a bit of maybe a slow start for Calvin here, which is I can't imagine what you want against Qliphorts.
It kind of depends. If he's playing one of the more passive Burning Abyss builds, there's a couple different builds out there right now going around. If he's playing one of the more passive Burning Abyss builds, this could be a pretty strong opening.
I got you.
Controls duality for his turn. Very interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean whenever I see duality, I'm cool with that because I know I'm gonna at least get another turn to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
So especially against this deck fight, if he throws down that duality, I'm not feeling too bad.
Yeah, so he is on Shaddolls.
Shit off.
I'm assuming this is like a standby phase
Sent to
Shadow
Shadow
Games.
Gotcha.
Probably for
Ah,
a
so
dragon to
okay,
kill
it
the-
is Shaddoll. Okay,
kill the
interesting.
scout.
Elected to forego his traditional Burning Abyss here. Okay.
Yeah, so he can just get rid of the dragon,
Yeah.
or just
Looks
send
like
out
he's
dragon
on
to
an
blow up the scout.
artifact variant.
Which is smart. I mean, that's personal opinion. I think that's the best variant. So should absolutely be playing
Looking
that.
for Winnabox, Patrick McFarland,
Now, does he
McKees
have-
Barstow,
Well, I like
Pop
to
off the
flip
Steve
the
Furman.
creature though.
Philip
Yeah.
Stewart, Danny
I just still have
DeLong,
never been a fan of not Burning Abyss, of
Riley,
the artifact
Anthony
engine,
Parker.
Really?
just because
Wanna participate in the Winnabox you signed in this morning?
just
Tell
because
me
of
the
the
scores.
inconsistency. But,
Mm.
but it is incredibly powerful. Like if you don't draw the morale text and stuff. And
Yeah, you
just
get
draw
the right here. I
something.
mean, a lot of people cut Morale Tech to 2 just to kind of mitigate that chance right there.
Yeah,
So I imagine
duality
he's doing the same.
for double disc and climate change.
It's very interesting to see climate change in a lot of these builds.
The card is insane.
Yeah, it really is.
Game 2, Game 3 especially, when they're like people board in all their spell and trap hate.
Yeah.
So
Get you
try,
right back
they'll
in
try
that
and blow
game.
you up, yeah, and then you have all that fuel. Mostly just to get back disc, but
Yeah, disc is. I mean, that's the game ender right there.
yeah.
I'm interested to know if Chase is actually playing towers in his build.
Falco special summons the dragon.
Yep.
For basic attack.
Calvin doing a good job keeping that pendulum scale off.
Not very explosive for Chase. Looks like he's on a much slower build.
Yeah.
Dragon, one of the few things that can beat over these Qliphorts when they're normal summoned.
Yeah, as long as they're not equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That spell definitely changes the game.
Sacrifice. the deck of puns.
Looking to bounce that back to his hand.
It's probably the Vanity's Emptiness. Or no, it's an
No,
MST.
MST. Okay, he doesn't elect to change it.
Yeah,
Chain, excuse me.
so he still has 2 set,
Yep.
or 2 Vanities set.
Yep, it's gonna swing in there.
Yeah, 'cause
This
he's-
should walk. Yep. Goes right to the extra deck.
yeah, 'cause now he's really hunting for scales. I mean, his plays open up if he can get the scale going with
Yeah,
the.
if he
He
can
has
find a
links,
scout.
Yeah.
so.
Alright.
To be fair, he does have the climate
Ooh, and
change.
speaking of
and,
which,
That's a good
yeah,
draw.
rips the scout.
Baskin, it will come.
Excellent draw. See if that's gonna walk. Yep. Pays
Yep.
8.
Pays 8.
Unchained to it. Yeah, he's going in that deck. See what he's going for.
He looks like he's looking for a lower pendulum scale to be able to drop a bunch of creatures on board.
Well, he can always fill his scale with the climate change
Mhm.
and then drop the disc, or pendulum and then drop the disc. So
It does look like he's electing to search for disc.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good decision.
Here's the trampoline.
Oh, all right, there we go.
Shaddoll fusion is on the
And the
stack.
vanities, you knew it was coming. Now, even if he had the MST for that vanity, he still has another one set. So, chasing a pretty decent position right now, I guess.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be, because the space is able to turn off his own emptiness. This might be an explosive turn if he decides wants to go.
yeah.
for it. And, it
And
looks
here we
like
go.
it
And if
is.
he hits the artifact, could be in a bit of trouble. Let's see. Nope. Gets,
Oh,
all right.
and he hit it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Excellent hit. Oh, but he has double double vanities his own. Okay, that's like pocket aces versus pocket aces. I hate to see that in poker. That makes me mad, but
I think he can still turn it off and main phase 2 pendulum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
suicide
what
into
it's gonna be, maybe.
Squamata.
Yeah.
I guess Calvin has one card left in his hand, I want to say. So,
Yeah, he has just one left.
yeah, so this is where, this slow game right now definitely benefiting Aaron for sure.
Yeah, you got to think the longer these games go on, the more it's going to favor the Qliphort deck.
Absolutely. Especially with that scout just on the board.
Yeah, and if he doesn't have a way to get rid of the scales, like they can keep coming back every single turn,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah, so main phase 2, he's going to special summon a scout, a disc, and what is the third one? A carrier?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's carrier. Yep, scout disc carrier.
Bounces it back with trampolinks and replays the scout. Now, did he already perform his normal summon for the turn? Yeah, he swung into the Squamata.
Yeah, he normal then swung.
Okay.
Yeah, he had, that's the only way he could turn
Sick.
off the emptiness at
This-
that point. Yeah.
I got excited for a minute. It might be an Qliphort Tower sighting.
Grabs
Right.
the sacrifice
Yeah.
instead.
Okay. Good decision. And it's just snowballing out of control right now. Calvin gonna need the top deck.
Looks like he equips the sacrifice to carrier.
Yeah.
Sacrifice an equip spell that when it's sent to the graveyard, I believe while it's equipped to a monster.
Mhm.
It's,
Well, it's sent from the field to the graveyard. Doesn't even have to be equipped.
okay.
But
It's,
Yeah,
normally
it's
that's gonna
actually
happen.
it's actually that broken.
Like
It's
if
a-
it gets
it's a
booked
rogue.
or something like that, it'll
Yep.
pop off, let you search a quill
mhm.
card.
So he attacks over the scout.
It takes 9. It's to 46.
Possibility is there
Center for the
for
beast.
a
Yep.
tower
All right.
sighting.
And one back row. All right, well,
Qliphort Towers backed up by Vanity's Emptiness.
I didn't see that back row, so we just for his sake, we hope it's real.
Yeah.
Try and keep him in this thing. Yep, scout.
Once again goes to 38.
So crazy.
This is what just I'm saying. Like one scout like is able to stick on the board for more than one
Yeah,
turn.
it's crazy.
Just, it's so much advantage.
Very interesting looking through his deck. It looks like he searched through almost the entire deck. Didn't see Tower. It was there's some debate going in if people would be running Tower or not.
Yeah, I mean, oh, and there's this.
Sack for the carrier for the disc. You can bounce the set and just OTK.
Yeah, let's see. Range's chain looks right there. So crazy. Just bring out 2. Just for, being able to sack 1. And then you still get something off the equip spell, too.
But I believe this is a
Yeah,
rare.
he does.
Unbelievable.
I believe on top of it.
I don't know, man. He might have that tech mirror force.
Where he
Let's not sleep.
Maybe.
In the perfect world.
You can only dream.
All right.
Is he going to pendulum through this?
Yeah, it's not looking right. Swinging.
Calvin adding, and it looks like he takes a lot. Perhaps if his set is
Yeah,
just
just
stupid up.
can't realize it's game.
and we're just going to game 2 is Chase Furman.
I mean, to be fair, I don't feel like Calvin got the strongest starting hand, and then Chase was, Furman was able to just, allow that scout to stick as long as they got like 3 or 4 searches off that thing alone. 800 life points, absolutely just nothing in that situation.
Able to grind him out over the course of 3 or 4 turns, like it was nothing.
Yeah, that grind game was absolutely favored Chase. It really wasn't even close. It was crazy.
Both players are sideboarding. It looks like the Qliphort Towers that was aforementioned is in the sideboard.
Okay. Good. I like that. I like the decision to side the card.
Looks like he
Certain matchups you really want to see it.
Very interested to see if it's the pile he's bringing in. Certain Shaddoll builds, of course, are the very few decks that have an out to a Qliphort Towers and Shikenga Star Eater.
Yeah, you go Star Eater. Leo is sorry for the yawn. Leo is another one. Another way to go into it.
Well, Leo beats it if you don't have the pendulum that reduces, right?
Yeah.
Leo should be at 26 though, because doesn't the tower reduce it by 500? So it'd just be 26. You can't beat over it.
That's it. I'll take a look. I haven't read this card.
Yeah, I have all the cards right here.
Yeah, I think it's like a very specialized situation where you can beat over the towers with a Star Eater. Like they can't have the pendulum that
reduces.
It ignores the reduce. If they have the increase attack, then that's
Carrier increases them by 3 and Helix reduces them by 3. So both those are in the pendulum zone.
Right, Leo will go to 26.
Yeah, so you'd be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, it's only Star Eater. Yeah. Looks like they're about ready to get started for game number 2.
Yeah, man. Guys, make sure you're spreading the link around. You know anybody plays Yu-Gi-Oh, likes Yu-Gi-Oh, let them know we're here. North Carolina ARG. Live in the booth right now, holding it down.
We're in round 3 of 8.
And, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you can, man. You get a lot of perks right there. Custom badge next to your name, access to your emoticons. You can use those on any channel, by the way.
Yep. I guess a lot of people don't realize is that, like, for any Twitch channel you're subscribed to, you do get full access to those subs, wherever you sub icons, wherever you want to use them. You also get access to high HD, so you can get access to 1080p stream and the source quality stream if you so desire, if you have the bandwidth for it, and get access to the VODs, so when you want to take a look right after an event.
I know some people have to work, so get off work. You want to watch some good Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, all you gotta do $5, man, a month. That's nothing, though. That's skipping Burger King, okay, for one day. And I see a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. That skipping ain't gonna hurt you, all right? I'm right there with you too, so no disrespect.
Even some of them at work, you can watch it at work. All right, looks like both players have drawn for game 2.
Yeah. So let's hop over to the main cam.
Chase looks like he's opened at least a Forbidden Chalice, two pendulums, neither of them scout. A compulsory and an MST. It seems like kind of a weaker hand from the Qliphort deck.
Yeah. Normally it's like the hands without Scout don't look that impressive.
Oh,
But there's so many ways to get the Scout.
Just kidding. He drew Sacrifice.
Or this, yeah, Sacrifice. There you go. Is that double Chalice in hand? Or
No,
Chalice
Chalice
MST?
Space.
Chalice
Yep.
Space, Compulse, and Sack.
I'm very interested to see Chalice going around, though. It's a very interesting card to see. And looks like El Shaddoll Fusion is
Yes, Glow Ball too.
Ooh,
That's juicy.
Shikenga.
Yeah,
That
I
is
knew
juicy.
he was running that. I just didn't want to spoil the surprise.
Yeah.
So.
And I believe this is our first Shikenga sighting on cam. One of the new El Shaddoll Fusions.
Yeah, I haven't seen
from
it
the new
yet.
set.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Negates. It's pretty much Divine Wrath on a
Special summon a monster.
big beat stick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has rather large posterior, 3,000 defense.
MST the back row.
Is he going for the back row or is he going for the sacrifice? Looks like he targeted the back row.
Yeah.
And he's going for the back row. These guys are a lot braver than I don't know about blind spacing anymore.
Yeah, especially into like
Well,
a shadow
he
game or
didn't-
something like that.
Yeah,
I think he's more prone to blind spacing. Yeah, he didn't see the
All right,
artifact
well,
engine game.
no battle phase for the next turn.
Looks like
Drop.
he set Chalice and Compulse.
Yeah. I think Calvin should just go in right now.
I mean, it kind of depends. Like, Sacrifice kind of makes it hard to really go in like you can normally be able to.
Yeah, I mean, you can push for damage over the disc, but there's not really anything else you can do about it.
Yeah.
He just draws a wiretap.
All right.
He's going to sacrifice
Yes.
for another disc.
See if this walks.
I think if this walks, this is
Ooh, wow.
Mistake.
Ooh.
Oh.
Should have saved that MST, dog.
Yeah.
Well, he's still going to get this effect, so.
Yeah, Calvin is a duelist who's known to duel to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I knew this card mistake was definitely gonna be coming back, man. You got the Pendulum deck out. You got that Nezcloth deck coming soon. Like this card, it's gonna be on the rise. Pick them up now.
A lot of searches.
Yeah.
But this is.
That was so good.
Yeah. What's tough here now is because he has no way to get over the. He can get over it with the chalice.
Yeah, if he wants to
on
use the
his
chalice
disc.
on that, I mean.
On the disc.
How many Calvin has one in hand?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
one in hand.
one hand, one face down.
I'm very curious if he can potentially. Well, I don't.
Oh, you know what? He has
He can
Compulse
go
face
into
down
Yeah,
too.
he can go into Draco Sack here and either force a discard or.
Oh,
no,
he's
that's
just gonna bring out
Castell, I'm
Castell.
sorry.
He's gonna
Yeah,
save it
Castell.
because he got Compulse too. Remember that? He saved
Yeah.
that. And here comes Sanctum. All right.
Ooh.
And there's no breakthrough in the yard, so. Ooh, nice. All right, good use of chalice right there. Gonna allow him to clear that board.
That was a very, very strong play.
Yeah,
He
that's pretty clutch.
Doesn't have the Shaddoll to pitch for Shikenga. So
All these good plays I wouldn't have made.
Now Calvin has to deal with a gigantic disc and a Castell with just a couple cards in his hand.
So he's got 3. Kind of fumbling him off camera, can't see.
I think he drew to 2.
I'm gonna see Glow Up Bulb do something.
Yeah, certainly has plays. There's a glow up bulb in the graveyard, and it looks like he's thinking about using it.
Yep.
And he mills a foolish burial.
Okay.
Brings out the bulb.
Not the worst mill, not the best mill.
Yeah.
All right, so possibility of what, rank 6 or
Or,
level 6?
Yeah,
excuse me.
potentially Goyo, but there's still that disc.
Ooh, Shaddoll Fusion. Let it go.
That is strong.
Let it go. That's very good to have.
The very rare Shaddoll Fusion from the deck against the Qliphort deck.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen too often, I suppose.
Nah.
But I mean, you had to put that Castell on board, so it is what it is. My man Calvin with no problems with that. He's just trying to see game 3.
Yeah,
Live to fight another day.
It's those rare occasions we're able to bring them out with no scale. Very rare, but
looks like he elected to send Beast and Beagle Talk, so we'll be seeing a Construct.
There she is. All right.
Construct, of course, not gonna get the effect from, not gonna get the destroy because he's gonna send.
Let's come out on him, imagine.
Well, it depends. And it looks like he's gonna go for Dragon.
Get rid of those back rows. Yeah, you kind of see what he's going for. He's just, I mean, I imagine he's just looking to clear the board.
Yeah.
Put himself in a favorable position, knock that out. And, oh, yep, change the pulse.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunate hit for Calvin, but regardless, he's going to go off. All right, nice. The one of Super Poly comes to the rescue on that exchange.
And it looks like he's going into a Shikenga again.
Shikenaga, yep, number 2.
There she is. Nice. I'd say Calvin had the perfect cards for that situation.
Yeah.
And he still has Mistake face up on the board, too. And
Chase,
and Chase realizing that, he's just going to scoop it up.
We're going to see a game 3.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Calvin Tahan with a fantastic comeback
Yeah,
from
man,
what
that
looked
was
like a really bad position there.
Yeah, all that good play that I just wouldn't have done. I just can't get over that.
You wouldn't have chain compulsed anything?
Nah, man, I just let it die.
Compulse my own creature?
Maybe.
Yeah. Super Poly has been the card, even at 1, I still don't think that card is healthy.
Yeah, making spell speed 4 cards isn't particularly.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if you could respond to it, but the fact they just added that little bit of text, I mean, but who could, imagine years into the future be this busted in a deck like this? But at least it finally got the hit. That was probably a little overdue.
Yeah, I was surprised we still have it at 1, just with Shaddolls the way they are, and I do understand that's the way some of this design philosophy is that they want to give the archetype some broken cards to work with. Because we do have that hero structure deck coming out in January.
Yeah. A lot of people looking forward to that.
With Dark Claw.
Yeah, Heroes is just like oh my god, every kid who's ever watched a TV show is just gonna be playing Heroes. It's like Smash tournaments. Those noobs are always playing Link. Like that's just the hero.
And noob has been called.
The hero character.
Very interesting to note, though. It looks like Chase Game 2 sided in Shadow Mirrors and Curse Seals, and he's siding them out on the play for Game 3.
Okay.
It looks like Game 3 he just wants to focus on being as explosive as possible instead of preventing his opponent from making plays.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Game 2. He didn't really have much going, and that was exactly. Calvin, obviously had the perfect cards.
Definitely one of the biggest things that separates some of the mediocre players from some of the better players.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely sideboard strategy is something you need to consider in between both Game 2 and Game 3.
Yo, we're being joined by Mr. Leverett over here. How you doing, buddy?
All right. Good to have you on.
That's loud. Yeah, dude.
Good.
Think.
I can hear you.
Am I too loud on the stream? Am I too quiet? How's my volume?
I think you're right in the middle, man.
All right.
Yeah. Came in a really good place. We're going to Game 3. Calvin Tahan versus Chase Furman. Chase Furman on Qliphorts. Calvin Tahan on Shadolls.
All right.
Shaddoll artifacts, man. Can't
Shaddoll
forget artifacts.
There's a difference there.
Yeah,
give them the respect.
See? Fair enough.
How you doing in the tournament, man?
I'm 3-0 right now.
Okay, nice.
All right.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Burning Abyss.
Nice. That's a deck I'm looking to see do a lot at this tournament. Like that.
Yeah, very surprised. I don't think we've seen a Burning Abyss on camera yet. I may be wrong.
I mean, if they are, they didn't win. Right.
Dirk's over there. He's playing Burning Abyss, but he's on the other one.
He's not on the
I think the last 2 rounds we've seen Shaddolls versus Qliphorts, which is definitely a defining matchup of the meta, and it's very interesting to see how these play out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
If you're tuning in, this is definitely something I'd be paying a lot of attention to.
Yeah,
because
man.
at every tournament, if you're playing one of the big 3, you can expect.
Yeah, this is the first big event that the deck is legal for.
Yeah.
So obviously, you want to tune in, get an idea, kind of flesh out the meta there, know what you can expect at regionals, YCSs, all that good stuff, more circuit series. They're taking their time going to Game 3, though.
Definitely taking the sweet time.
Looks like Calvin's enjoying some friendly banter off to the side there.
Yeah, that guy likes to talk.
All right, so quick shuffle. We're going to get straight to Game 3. And it looks like Chase has drawn his cards upside down.
Hey, why not?
So it looks like no scout, but he did open with climate change and.
So what scales does he have? He has 2 9s and 2 1s. Okay,
Yes.
so he has disc carrier and 2
So he
helix.
can make a strong field this turn. Very strong field. And then he has climate change if anything happens to get it all back.
Yeah, I love that card.
Yeah, this is a very, very strong hand.
Well, I think I would do exactly what Furman's about to do.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to play this passively. He's just going to normal summon one of them. Again, if you're not aware, when they're normal summon, they just become 1,800 creatures.
Yeah, 1,800 meters.
I would do exactly what Furman's doing right now.
Not rushing anything. I got you.
You have any insight on why you would do that as opposed to trying to drop a bunch of creatures into play?
Well, like you can't really drop too many creatures into play. Like you have 3 monsters that aren't disc, and so like you're not gonna be able to tribute summon for disc.
Yeah.
But he's hoping to like draw a monster, and then summon disc and kill him. Like that deck's not really a control, or not really a its win condition isn't damage. It's a
explosive turns.
Yeah, like it's a control deck, so like it can take all the damage it wants to, but then it just plays.
Yeah, and just ends the game right then and there when it decides to. Yeah, man.
Kind of like a mid-rank, like part combo, part control. Very, very interesting to see it go off because it has a lot of plays. And it looks like on the camera over here, kind of hard to see, but it looks like
he just swung with what's that, dragon?
Like Calvin went foolish for a Squamata to send a Falco, and then normal summon Dragon to beat
dragon.
over.
Okay.
And yeah,
not a bad draw. I'll see where he takes it from here.
Again, skill drain.
Couple options.
Skill drain, one of the better cards, makes all of the creatures just giant beat sticks, even if you normal summon.
Yeah, I mean, your monsters gain so much off of that, while your opponents just don't.
Calvin kind of,
you know, outside of like the mirror match.
Yeah, we see you, Calvin. Blow a kiss to us.
Yeah, man.
Blow a kiss to us.
Yeah, man. I like that shirt he's got on, man. Definitely looking like a used car salesman. So, shouts to Calvin. I'd buy.
Nico,
I'd buy something. I'm not gonna lie, I'd buy something. Yeah, kind of hard at the angle to see if he has any back row, Calvin.
Is there any way we can get the
Looks
camera
like,
fixed?
yeah. I guess he must have had Sanctum. Yep.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Like, don't hate me if it goes wrong.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, all right.
My man, look at this guy over here.
If
if doing don't work out, man, you got Korean streaming. Ain't mad at you.
Yeah, and it looks like a Sanctum for Moral Talk to kill the disc. And it looks like, yeah, we might see a Pendulum summon here.
Yep. Putting out 2 of them.
Well, I'm not sure how good like Pendulum summoning from the extra deck is against them.
And a Sinister Shadow Games looks like a Dragon is going to turn off this option entirely.
Oh, did you see that ice hand? Okay, he saw it in the hands. Interesting decision there.
I don't see an ice hand.
No, I saw an ice hand. I guarantee you. I'm not crazy.
I think you are.
All right, I might be.
Okay.
I watched like I've seen a few of them, like a few people citing hands.
Hands, yep. For this particular matchup, you think?
Well, I think so. I don't know. I also think it's not very bad against Burning Abyss by any means.
Yeah,
like,
true. Very back row heavy deck.
I think it's them. Especially now that they have Virgil, so you can ram your cards into them.
Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like that's exactly what happened. A Sinister Shadow Games for Dragon, and then he flipped Falco. And I think he returned Squamata, but I didn't get a good look.
Yeah, there were only 2 in his, there was only 1 in his graveyard, and then he sent Dragon, but the Dragon's still there.
Yes, big turn for Calvin right here. What do we do?
Calvin simply elects to set a creature.
Yeah, well, you knew he had to shout. Yeah, he's going to make an explosive play.
Another Shadow Games.
That's going to flip both of those, so he's going to put himself in a great position here.
What game is
This is game number 3, yep.
This is game 3.
This is it.
So Sinister Shadow Games is going to flip the freshly set Shaddoll Hedgehog to allow him to both draw a card and search for Shaddoll Fusion. Or El Shaddoll Fusion if he wants to try to push through some damage during the battle phase.
Yeah. That card is so crazy.
I wonder what I would do here if I were Furman. Not if I were. I mean, well, if I were Furman, I would definitely just skill drain. But
yeah, he's definitely making him wait.
I think he's thinking about like.
Might be a little nervous about just dropping that 1,000 life points.
Yeah, it kind of depends. Like if he flips the skill drain, he might just be dead to creatures, and I think that's definitely a concern.
I think that's what he's trying to add up.
Yeah, because he's got 4,000 on board right now, and he definitely had like if Calvin runs an Armadas, it looks like he just let the hedgehog resolve.
Yeah, now see what Chase did there by like allowing him to get the time to think. Like he knows that skill drain's face down, so that just eliminates one back row. So now you're just playing the one blind.
I think what Chase is trying to do right now is like kind of try to bluff his way so that maybe he can get another turn and set up an explosive pendulum something.
I don't think Calvin's playing like he. I don't think he's making very many reads. Like he should know that the first spell trap that Furman had was dead the first turn.
Yeah.
And so like when he drew a card, it was a second spell and trap, and it became live that turn. So we set it. Like, the first one became live, so we said it. So what could it be?
Man, it looks like he went into Michael to hit that spell and trap that you're talking about.
But I mean, I guess he doesn't really know.
He doesn't really know which one it is. Well, he's just going to take a shot in the dark here. Michael's a good card, do that. And hits the Scourge. Right, so now one unknown.
This is probably game, because Calvin did search an Shaddoll fusion, which is a quick play.
Yeah.
So that definitely allows the possibility of swing Shaddoll fusion for a construct. Which is Michael's 26, correct?
Michael?
Yeah, he's 26.
Yep.
So then that's 45, and then he can't switch Hedgehog. So if he flips Squamata, then...
Yeah, I think he can flip Squamata to kill his own Hedgehog. Is it optional?
Yeah, it is optional.
Even if it's not, he does have his Hedgehog he can blow up, so he can just go swing. Up. That's another
Whoop.
way. That is.
You knew that was there. You knew that was there. He's going for game.
That is another way to do it.
I think he actually just drew that.
Oh yeah, off the beast draw.
Yeah, like if he didn't just draw it, like he would have just
hey man,
summon construct.
50% luck, 50% skill. Okay, this guy's doing it right.
And
Pop the.
Well, like he still would have had game, and like I still would have gone for game if I were him. But, like, I mean, now Furman should just scoop. Like,
because he's just gonna change.
Yeah, he knows exactly what his hand is because Furman didn't have cards. And then during the battle phase, we're gonna see an Shaddoll fusion, most likely. Yep. And he flashes at Shaddoll fusion going into a construct here. See if Chase is going to make him play it out, but that is definitely lethal. Looks like he's doing the math.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that pendulum's on the field. Forgot about that. So that reduction of 300 is going to be very relevant
here.
Yeah,
I mean, that's whatever it was. So that was 66 minus 900 because there's 3 of them.
Yeah, we absolutely forgot that was on board, and Calvin might too.
57, and then he can go into construct.
Yeah, he's at 57, but yeah.
And then the construct's 25, so that should still be lethal.
Right. Okay, so yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Interesting.
Oh, he just shows him, and it looks like Calvin Tahan is going to move to 3-0 today.
Hey, gets it done.
Artifacts.
And that was actually a rematch from Atlantic City, man. Chase, he won that event, and he knocked Calvin out of the top 8. So looks like Calvin getting a little bit of retribution. And
definitely got to think Calvin's definitely feeling himself after a win like that.
I would too, man. He might even take another button off that shirt.
Let's hope not.
Welcome back, Joe.
Yeah, I just came back just in time to see that.
Yeah, man. That was savagery. I mean, and you knew you had to do it. You know, and you don't want to.
You have to go for it.
Absolutely. Against this deck, you don't have a choice.
The longer you give Qliphorts to play, the more they're probably going to be favored.
And
you just got to go hard sometimes, man. You know? See that girl in the club? Don't wait. Somebody else going to be on that. Just go. Telling you. It's real out here.
Yeah. All right, so we still have 8 minutes left in the round. Our